What is going on, guys? Happy BTL Monday, episode 438 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Bookit Sports. If you guys aren't tracking your bets on Bookit, we can't help you, all right? We tell you every fucking day, start tracking on Bookit, start holding yourselves accountable, know how many units you are up or down. It is the first day of a new month, okay? So you start fresh on a day like today. Perfect opportunity to hop on the Bookit for the first time, download it. It takes 3 seconds. Perfect time for you guys to hop in there and start using Bookit for the first time. All right. Use promo code Javon, use promo code Krabs, use promo code Chelly, whatever you got to use, and get on Bookit. Start tracking your bets and seeing what the hell we're tracking on that puppy. All right. We got Stony Picks coming in with a resub. Javon, how are we feeling on this Monday afternoon, my man?
Feeling good. I might need a mic check.
Yeah, we got a little echo going on over there, huh? Tens? Yeah, he's muted, folks. That's all right. No stress. No stress. We're going to figure it out. Yankees might go 162-0. Yep, we were going to talk about it. 100%. Juan Soto, great guy. I'm seeing a lot of Juan Sotos in chat. Couple too many. Luckily for you guys, we were already going to talk about it. Okay, let's go ahead and do the L recaps while we got Javon figuring out the mic. Okay, golly. Hook. Give me that damn hook emoji. Let me see him in chats. We got hooked. 8 runs, too many lates, no runs early. We got caked. We got bamboozled here. Give me those damn hooks in chat. I want to see them. All right. We got Dill God coming in hot, bringing MLB power rankings back. Dill God, we could do that. Sure we can. We could do that. We got a hype train level 1, folks. Let's keep that puppy moving and grooving. Let's get that up to a level 5. Can we for the vibes? All right. It is Mackenzie Gore Day. Sure. Very stoked about it. Going to hit the park here in a couple minutes right after BTL. We've got a big-time game, and we've got the Nats as a favorite. Okay? W's, love to see it. 4 days in the college hook, okay? Marcus, hang in there, brother. Hang in there, all right? Not the best sharp report either. Javon went 3-2 W's. I went 2-3. It was never fading Juwan Roberts. He looked unbelievable, like Shaq, if you will, in that game. And then Graham EK obviously went off too. Shitty prize pick squares. Duke was a great play on Friday. Tennessee, great play as well. And we got hooked on that Yankees and Houston over. Hook. Hooks everywhere. Hooks galore. It is what it is. All right. Krabs, your Nats opening as favorites versus the Pirates who just swept the Marlins. I fucking bet. Hey, real Nicky Gambles. I promise you, brother, we are going to talk plenty about that Nats game. I'm actually going to be boots on ground there this afternoon. The Nats are a favorite, and for a reason. We're going to talk about it. All right. W. Kyron, happy to see you in here, my man. Happy Monday. W's. All right. What else we got? King of the board? Sure. Guys, I said it at the end of last week once again. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. All right. When I put a play in for King of the board, I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's some sort of voodoo hex, maybe some sort of gypsy magic. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not asking questions. All right, W's, Javon, putting in the hard work over there. I'm not asking Q's, chat. I'm not asking them. I'm just locking in plays in their head. 5-0 once again on King of the board. Up almost 5 units. Unbelievable. You can't make it up.
Javon? We're back, potentially.
Oh, we're so back.
Let's go.
Here we can. Love that. We got Dwarf Noah in chat. What's up, my man? That's my dwarf. People forget. All right, we got 10s, W's, good. Guys, tail the King of the board plays. That is what I want you guys to get out of this graphic up here. Tail the King of the board plays.
Yeah, 5-0.
All right, I don't know what it is, but when I plug those puppies in there, they smack. I want you guys hip. We post these every time we have a play on Bookit BTL Twitter. Tap in. All right, Javon, any comments? King of the board.
Yeah, not great. Long shots did not go great either, but
yeah.
Got to take some shots at the end when you're down some units, so can't be too mad at it.
Sure. You picked the one game Sutter didn't do shit, although he did still do shit in that game. You picked one game he didn't hit a nuke. He didn't do, the craziest stuff. Whatever. It is what it is. You could have taken his over fantasy score on prize picks for a best bet, and you would have smacked in that game. But this was a value play to get you back in it. Did not work. It is what it is. We move. I think we have some coins to give away.
Potentially.
Once again, somebody who dropped a crab.
10s.
Oh, we got 10 Scoots. There he is.
And no cam.
No cam needed, Goots.
I'm here.
Voice sounds beautiful. How's it hanging?
It's hanging.
Good.
Yep.
Good. You want to give away some coins?
I would love to.
Awesome. Pick somebody who dropped a crab. Pick somebody who believed.
Yes, somebody who believes. Let's see.
Pick somebody who is blue collar and threw a crab down there, not a milk.
Michael Alfaro seems blue collar.
It's a blue collar guy for sure.
Michael might be blue collar.
He might be blue collar.
He might be blue collar. Michael, are you in here? Show yourself. Let me take a picture of this so I don't forget. Leave Michael up there, will you? Michael, show yourself. Where are you? I know you're in this puppy. All right. Krabs, thank you for the Venmo giveaway. I got you, brother. I always pay those puppies. All right. Awesome. Michael, you're rich. All right. You got some Prize Picks promo coming in hot. We're going to DM you. Give us your email associated with your Prize Picks. We're going to put some coins in there. Thanks for trusting, brother. If you guys want to win some more Prize Picks promo a week from today, next Monday on BTL, when you guys show up, all you have to do is go to this tweet right now. We will drop the link to the tweet right there in chat because Goots is absolutely dialed. There it is. And all you got to do is drop a crab or a milk emoji below. Whoever wins, if you pick the winner for King of the Board this week, you can win Prize Picks promo. It is that simple, folks. It is that simple. All right? Lock the fuck in. Let's see if I can run it back and go 5-0 again. That would be fucking bonkers.
That would be crazy.
That would be bonkers.
Don't doubt, though.
Yeah. Hey, don't doubt it. You never know. All right? Let's stay dialed. Love that. We got a minute for steamed crabs. I know we got a lot of MLB today, but we have a second. We got 30.
A second. You can bitch real quick.
Good. Let me bitch. Goods, run that shit. Well, chat, you guys beat me to it. I was welcomed into BTL this morning with all I saw in chat, Juan Soto's. Okay, they're everywhere. I get it. W Troll, you guys are winning. All right. He's like that. He's locked. He's dialed. Juan Soto looks good in pinstripes. It fits. I hate to say it. It really hurts. But I'm just being honest. I'm telling you guys how it is like I always do. Might have been a matchup meant today. Might have been a combo meant today with Juan Soto and the Yankees. If I'm feeling that way, if I'm saying that, Javon, it's probably true because you know how much I freaking hate the Yankees guts and everything they stand for and believe in. But seeing Juan Soto out there, it just makes sense. It just fits. Maybe Juan Soto will be the guy to save that franchise. It would be such a crabs moment if Juan Soto is the guy to break the seal for the Yankees and they end up actually doing something and winning for the first time in 15 years with him on the team for the first time. I've already seen it. I might have to lock in a fucking Yankees World Series ticket myself just so it doesn't happen. Okay? Juan Soto cracked out through the first 4 games. My goodness, carrying the Yankees, Javon, 4-0. They go into Houston. They sweep them on their fucking home field. You know why? Because Juan Soto loves hitting in Houston. That's a fact. He's very comfortable there. Remember?
Yeah.
Don't forget, 2019, that dude was hitting opposite field jacks over the railroads as a lefty. As a 20-year-old. He couldn't even celebrate with the beers in the locker room. The dude's a freak. He was born to play this sport, handcrafted by the baseball gods. And I wouldn't be shocked if they sent him down there themselves to get me to stop hating this Yankees team for no fucking reason. It might be working. It might be working, and I wish it wasn't. I'm going to say it. Juan Soto is making me hate the Yankees less and less.
I agree, unfortunately. It's like with him, not just the fact that he's absolutely locked in to start the season right now, but it's not like the same Yankees of like they just go out there and think they're better than you. He just like goes out there and works, and I think it's starting to trickle down. So, I mean, that was an impressive sweep because they did it all with Judge playing like Krabs hoped Judge would play. He was garbage the entire series, and they gritted it out. Look,
man, it felt good getting that out. I feel like it needed to. The Juan Soto comment about him making me hate the Yankees less and less. It's impossible to hate the Yankees watching this guy fucking carry him. And Aaron Judge not hitting a single nuke this weekend. How do I not? Yeah. How do I not? Juan Soto comes in. All the Yankees fans are saying, oh, perfect. Now Judge has some backup. That's not how this works, folks. Now Juan Soto has some backup. Now Juan Soto hitting in the 2-hole is the toughest guy to get out because you can't pitch around him. You got Judge up next. And if you're not throwing him strikes, he's got eyes of a fucking hawk. I swear to God, Juan Soto, somebody test his vision. He might be able to see through walls and shit. I don't know. He's got the best eye I've ever seen, and the kid's 23. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's carrying the squad. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Aaron Judge, 0 home runs through the first series. Just want to make sure I'm correct there. I don't want to be saying anything incorrect.
Salvador Perez did a nuke, though.
Oh, shit.
Easy.
He did piss on one.
Dudes. He's got one.
He's got one.
Abrams has 3 steals in a single game because he's like that.
Yeah,
On
we got
pace for 162.
some goat whale movement over the weekend. You got another Tony Taters nuke too. I don't know how.
Yeah,
that
can we
got
get some
out.
updates going here?
He's fucking him.
Yeah, he is.
He might be him, folks.
Contract year
He might
Tony
be him.
Taters might be the difference. Bobby Witt also almost hit for the cycle, which was huge. So I mean, we're looking solid all around. Volpe
Nick,
also.
they honestly should. If I was an umpire, maybe I'm going through a slump behind the dish. If Juan Soto's not swinging, I'm not calling that shit strike. That dude sees everything. He knows everything. It's unbelievable to watch. He's dialed. He's healthy. He's prepped. He's locked in. Sheesh. This Yankees team, I don't give a fuck if they have Garrett Cole or not. When Juan Soto's playing like this, you can't beat him.
Simply
You can't beat him with that bullpen.
Yeah.
You can't. Because it doesn't matter when their starters give up a couple. Juan Soto is producing multiple runs a game.
Yeah, especially
I
when
know
you
he's
have
not going to.
the guys at the bottom looking great too. Oswaldo and I forget which game it was. It might have been the game we had the over in. He had 4 hits. And Volpe also got his little power streak coming along, hitting the tank, which he might be getting that multi-home run game sooner than we think. So, I mean, if the guys at the bottom are doing anything competent like they are right now, that's a tough team to beat, tough lineup to beat.
Nearly impossible, people are saying.
Yeah.
And look, Juan Soto is not going to hit 475 the whole season. Okay, I get that. But the people in chat saying he's going to cool off, he's going to get hurt. Do you guys not understand that Juan Soto, you take out last year, he's the most consistent hitter maybe in the last 4 or 5 years in baseball? All the dude does is produce. All the guy does is play. I don't get it. Gosh, man, if I was a Yankees fan, I would be juiced the fuck up right now. Juiced.
Yeah.
Looks like a different type of vibe this year. Sweeping on their home field for 4 games. That's how you start out a season. And that's what happens when you add a guy like Juan Soto. We'll leave it at that. All right. We got Brian C coming in, resubbing for 3 months. Love to see that. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, Brian C. Let's go, Brian C. Let's have a fucking week. Why not us? All right. We got Sam now coming in, resubbing as well on Prime. What's up, guys? How we doing, Sam? Let me know what you're locking in today. And guys, I don't know if the Nats fumble because I'll say this, these prospects, once they come up, if they end up being pretty solid, I think it could be a rare win-win there. I think it could be.
No way. There's no way we're just asking Chad if Ellie is caked.
I'm kind of scared, Javon.
He has a steal.
Only one now?
I mean, you want to do the math, Goots. I mean, if he had one every series or one every 3 games, that's a lot more than we need.
Okay.
Especially because he's gonna be like Abrams and he's gonna get his in bunches. Like when he has a big game against a shit team, shit staff.
Yeah, we're gonna
Larry Bird. I'm a size 14, same size as the amount of years the Yankees haven't won a World Series. Anyway, so go ahead and give me a size 14, one of those big hats that I can wear that looks like it doesn't even fit on my head. Okay, it's the only fucking comeback I could give you right now, my man. I don't have shit to chirp the Yankees for right now.
Sure,
I don't have anything. Okay. We got PH Fred coming in, resubbing. Let's go, Freds. Let's go, Freds. Sure we can. All right, boys. Soto's tweaking. Insane. Javon, any baseball series prices you want to talk about today? I know this was your thing last year, right? You look at these series prices, people in chat are saying, oh, well, who gives a hoot? Why does this matter? But the next thing you know, that series plays out right into Javon's hands. All right, I want to bring these back this year, Javon. We have to. It has to be done. Any series starting up today that you're eyeing?
There's one that the price really stands out, and it kind of goes into what I think is going to happen today. Let's go to the Mariners guard series, which like today we have pretty much a pick 'em, which it's Tristan McKenzie against Emerson Hancock. Tomorrow, I believe tomorrow's not Kirby Day. Tomorrow is going to be Shane Bieber against Luis Castillo. So another game that you can kind of think is going to hover around a pick 'em. And then Wednesday you get Kirby versus Logan Allen, which the Mariners will probably be a little bit of a favorite in that game. But next 2 games, I mean, they're a slight dog today. You can probably think they're going to be a relative same price tomorrow, but they're minus 145 to win the series, which I think is a shit ton of respect, especially considering that one of the games is Shane Bieber tomorrow, who looked fantastic, and I think he's going to be fantastic all season. Yes, he played against the A's, but I think he's a guy that's going to get a lot of respect all throughout the season. He's going to be fantastic against a lineup that strikes out a lot, but seeing minus 145 for the Mariners, I think that's pretty telling. And I think it plays perfectly into a Tristan McKenzie Moose Fest today, which I liked
Okay.
regardless of the series price. But that's kind of what the line of thinking that I'm on, and I'm glad that I actually liked the Mariners before I saw that, and I went to the series prices, and that was easily the one that stuck out like a sore thumb. So I'm going to be riding with that one for sure.
I like it. That could be a very good first series price. Javon Snipe there. I'm all in. Great sell job. I do agree those odds look a little bit weird. I can back that puppy. Looking at that game for today, McKenzie versus Hancock, like you were talking about, you're expecting some runs that McKenzie's about to give up here. You like that over in that game at 8?
Well, so, I mean, flash forward to Sharp Report, I guess. I just went with Mariners team total. And the reason for that is because of Emerson Hancock. I won't give a full sell job, but like on the other side, Emerson Hancock is probably going to be on like a little short of a leash. He wasn't like fully extended in spring, it looked like. So you're not going to get like a full start from him. He's also a guy who we really haven't seen, consistently at this level. So like, I don't know what the hell Emerson Hancock is going to do. Leading that series price probably tells you that, the Mariners are going to win this game. At least that's kind of what I think. But think more on the side of McKenzie. He's just going to give up. No way is POD is the guards. I know we were downstairs. We talked about McKenzie case, and he said he liked that. I was like, you know what? It's the Mariners. He can get his strikeouts, whatever. But I think he's going to give up turkeys in this game.
He might have been talking about that on his little morning. What is he calling these days? Morning yap sesh?
The yap sesh. I did come here after the yap sesh.
Okay. Yeah, he might have been yapping about that this morning. If you guys have no idea what the hell I'm yapping about right now, go check out the YouTube. All right, Trent has started to upload these morning yap sessions out by the pool, chilling, vibing, giving his early morning thoughts. Could be good fade material. Could be just good content, entertaining-wise, to watch and tune into right before the morning after. Go check out his vids. All right, go check out the one from this morning. I think he just uploaded that about 30 minutes ago. All right, W. Chaco. Go check out the YouTube. Go subscribe. All right, we're almost at 5K subs. Love to see that. Go drop a like on that video for Trent, will you? And if you're really a BTL OG, maybe write in the comments, TSAH. That shit ain't hidden. Maybe McKenzie cake, something like that. Maybe a little McKenzie cake emoji. I don't know. Drop something in the comments. Drop a like on the video. Go check that puppy out. If we get to 5K subs before Friday, and we are very close, I'm thinking about firing up a 24-hour stream this weekend. That's all I'm going to say.
That could be the difference.
That's all I'm going to say. Don't want to give away any more. Don't want to make any more promises. I need to see the results.
Sure.
Give me 5K, chat, if you guys want it. Make it happen. Krabs, do I pick up Gore in fantasy today, or is he Moose? Rito, what league are you in where he's available? Yes. Pick him up. Start him today. That I know. Even if you don't keep him for the rest of the season. Holy smokes, yes, you want to start him today against his Pirates lineup when he's a lefty. Yes.
Yeah.
Please start him today. Okay? Pick him up. Yeah, Brock's like, what the fuck, dude? Pick him up now. Pick him up yesterday.
He should not be on waivers for any fantasy baseball league.
I genuinely need a breakdown there, Rito, please. I won't trip you anymore. Maybe you're in a 6-person league or something like that. Totally fine. Just let me know.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt the Diamond Talk. I have to leave soon, so I'm going to need y'all to type Aaron Naismith in the PP search bar and click some buttons. Okay. Can we do this real quick for Ahan? Wouldn't do this for many people, but he is the GOAT, and I actually want to check this out. Goods, can we go look at that really quick? A little Aaron Naismith love, and then we'll come back and finish up the Sharp Report. Let's see what Ahan is visualizing here with Aaron Naismith, our friend.
Let's go to the bottom. There's got to be a weird square somewhere. Free throws. It's got to be that. Free throws, I bet.
Huh.
Shit. Or that. I mean, he's just going to be the greatest of all time.
He might have some sort of LeBron legacy performance this afternoon.
It's also weird to see that against the Nets because, the Nets play very low-scoring games, at least in comparison to the Pacers, of course. Decent defensive team.
I'm assuming this is the one Ahan's talking about, the free throw?
It's got to be.
I wouldn't mind taking some of the other ones that we just looked at. Sheesh.
Yeah.
What do you think of Javon? What does that make you feel?
I don't know. Take your pick, I guess, at this point. You just might be him. The free throws are weird, though, because it's Aaron Naismith of all guys.
Yeah, let's just stick with the free throws. I'm down to put that in something.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe put that in there with a little Caitlin Clark fade. Sure.
Yeah, I'm not fading Caitlin Clark, brother.
We'll talk about that, too. All right. Hippie Dog coming in, resubbing as well for 3 months. Love that. W Hippie Dog. Appreciate the sub, my man. Good. Holy smokes, that's wild. I'm in a 10-man league. Gore's available still. It's because relievers are more valued in some leagues. Okay. Like Lightning, brother. I would pick him up in your league too, my man. Pick him up in your league and start him today. And that can actually transition us perfectly back into the Sharp Report here. Let's talk about the Nats today.
Yeah.
All right, because I do see them on your little reports. I'm very happy to see both those things. Their ML, the Riley Adams square. Sure, Riley Adams against a lefty equals a home run. Love to see that. I was looking at his home run odds myself. Looked a little short to me.
There we go.
Looked a little short to me.
Yeah, I was making sure from the time I put it on there, I didn't see the lineup drop yet, but now it dropped and he's officially there.
Oh, so he's in there.
That's huge.
He's in there. No stress. K-Bert's DHing, I believe. And he's hitting towards the bottom of the lineup, but who gives a shit? Seriously. Who cares? And I really like that Robles is hitting, I believe, right behind him because Robles is also going to get a single today. We're going to talk about that too. That's on the Sharp Report. A couple too many Nats logos on here. Let's be honest here. Let's be real. Yeah. 4 Nats logos on the Sharp Report. That's sketching me out.
That's crazy.
I'm just going to say it. That is sketchy. Okay. And then I have a Rowdy Tellez fade as well in that game too. So 5 plays.
That one's cake now, unfortunately.
5 plays.
He's not.
Holy smokes, Javon. In the same game, there might have to be some sort of, SGP type in that game. Okay. If you guys are trying to sprinkle or get weird.
You're going to have to find another Pirates guy now to fade.
That is true. Oh, is Rowdy not up there?
No, he's not playing.
Dude.
Yeah, it's genius.
Oi. All right, I do have a backup square in that same game that we can talk about. No stress. Good. Gooks, what do you got, my man? Ooh. Looks like Trent was up 52 units in March. Sure, that seems legit, right?
Yeah.
That should be real.
April Fools.
That should be real. We got Wags Locks coming in, resubbing. Let's go, Wags. Let's go, Wags. Sure we can. Sure we can. Sub bank from Wags, 19 months. He's a lifer, folks. USC plus 3.5. WNCAA is away. Okay. Wags, we will talk about those games before we wrap up on BTL. We have to. We got to bet on some basketball today.
Yeah, got to do something, man.
All right. Let me give you guys my sell job on the Nats first 5 here. All right. And then Javon can kind of piggyback and go over the ML for the full game. The reason why I targeted first 5, not rocket science. I want Mackenzie Gore, and that's it. I don't want Finnegan. I don't want Harvey. These 2 guys have looked like rat shit the entire fucking Red Series. They're already giving up runs, blowing games. I want 0 to do with this Nats bullpen right this second. I want nothing to do with them. Okay. If Harvey looked good over the weekends, I'd be more inclined to take the full game ML here because maybe he was going to close instead of Finnegan after he blew the save last night against your Reds. Sure. I know you saw that home run. We all fucking saw it. Will Benson, him. Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, man, he's him. Great call with Will Benson as well on Prize Picks, you fucker.
Hilarious.
As soon as you locked that in, I knew it was locked.
Hilarious.
Gosh, man. But yeah, Nats first 5. All right, I want to eliminate the bullpens. David Bednar, solids. Pirates bullpen, I'm not saying they're great, but they're definitely better than the Nats. You can't be worse.
They're pretty great. That's one of the probably like top 5 in the league.
Yeah. They got Chapman, right, for no reason. Pirates are 4-0 right now, feeling good. Guys, get in, get out, first 5. All right, and you can get the Nats on the spread to be up after 5 innings at plus chick still in the books. There's a reason why the ML, that way if it ties for the first 5, you get a push. There's a reason why the ML is more juicy, number 1, because of that. And number 2, because the Nats, in my opinion, have a better matchup in the first 5, not full game here, because the Pirates, like Javon just said, do have a little bit of an advantage in the bullpen there for the later innings. The Nats bullpen right now, right this second, could not be worse. They really couldn't. I'm scared. So I'm going to get in, get out first 5 with the Nats. Mackenzie Gore looked so sharp in the spring. All right, he made a couple tweaks, a couple changes. They worked. He dealt. I think he does the same thing again. The Pirates come in fat, happy, and complacent after sweeping the Marlins. Javon, you and me could probably go out there, grab a bat, and maybe sweep the Marlins. I don't know. They're that bad. Okay, so the Pirates come in feeling great, putting up plenty of runs and 4 straight overs. By the way, this total is dropping a little bit with all the bets on the over. So I'm not expecting any runs from the Pirates. I really aren't. I'm really not at all. I think the Nats will put up a couple, right? So they just blew that game last night. They come out hot. I think maybe they show some hearts and try to avenge that bad loss last night. Guys like Lane Thomas, guys like Robles looking for their first, Robles looking for his first hit of the season, and Lane Thomas has only got 1 hit so far in that last game. I think they have great matchups against the lefty starter today, and they're going to ball out. I want these guys early, first 5, the Nats to do some damage, put up a couple runs, and they're leading 3-1 after 5. Mackenzie Gore maybe makes one mistake. Maybe he walks a guy and he scores. I don't know. But besides that, I don't see them having any success against Mackenzie Gore if he does his job. Okay. Nats first 5, get out, plus money as well, -0.5.
Yeah. And I want to make it clear. First 5, whether you're taking Landon Juice at the ML or -0.5 is definitely the smart play. The reason that I took the full game ML is partially because, like with the matchup and Marco Gonzalez, he needs to be a little bit of an innings eater, especially after, the way the weird series went with the Marlins. A lot of bullpen guys were used. So, they're going to be relatively fresh today, but he's on that staff to eat innings. And I think the Nats are going to make his life tough, which they're going to score a lot of runs early. And I think by the time we get into the bullpens, yes, the Nationals bullpen is bad, but if they're leading, by a handful after Marco Gonzalez steps out, you're not going to see those top tier bullpen arms for the Pirates come out. So I think it's not a game they'll just concede. I'm not saying that, but we're not going to see the guys that really scare me coming out of that pen. So that, as well as I want to take the angle of, the Marlins are a horrendous org. They found ridiculous ways to lose multiple games against the Pirates. They came out with a sweep in that series. Now they're underdogs going into DC. I just didn't want to overcomplicate it. So just taking the Nats to win the game, think they win the game, start the series off with a dub. And the Pirates, well, I still think they're pretty solid. They're going to realize very quickly that the rest of the league is not the Marlins because, the Nats, from what I've seen, obviously it's only been a series, but I thought the Nats were creative in finding ways to lose games just like they did yesterday. The Marlins were worse and right there with them. So they might be, the Marlins and Nats might be on equal footing at the way this looks early.
2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Nats are up 5-3. They lose 6-5 in that same inning.
Well, they get a pass for doing that because you got the new Babe Ruth at plate to tie the game. So what can you really do?
I don't know what you can do. Not throw him a fucking meatball right down the middle. Maybe that is where we start. I don't know. That's probably a good place, right?
Yeah.
Not throwing meat down the middle. Finnegan, man, bless your hearts. You look like a closer up there. He's got the closer look, right? He's got the hair. He's, muscular guy. Looks cool. Looks like a closer. Doesn't pitch like a closer. Pitches like he's a fucking AAA guy. Get him out of here.
Moose.
Get him out. At least put Hunter Harvey in the closing role. Jeesh.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Nats early. Javon's going full game. Either way, have the Nats involved somehow, some way. Chat is saying, are you worried about everybody on the first 5, or is that just an early game thing? Fat Girls, who else is on first 5 for the Nats?
Yeah, that's also, I didn't mention that, but the first 5 is definitely popular POD today, which is why another reason why I was a little less scared to just lay the full game.
Now, it is a public Monday.
It is public Monday. Something's got to hit.
Maybe...
It is also an early game, in between the 2 games that start relatively early and then between the night slate. I don't know.
Krabs, why are all your teams just straight Moose? Jaden, I don't know, man. I didn't choose them to be Moose. I don't have any control over that, Jaden. If I knew, I would fix it. Okay? They're just terrible franchises. I can't help it. Shit. Yeah, they are POV. I was even at the freaking Caps game on Saturday. That was electric. I went into a shootout. Awesome game. And they blew that, too. They might be the worst shootout team I've ever seen in my life. Ovechkin forgets how to play hockey when he's on a shootout. I don't get it. It's like the best player ever to be the worst at shootouts ever. He doesn't even go in the first 3 for them. It's crazy. Yeah, Chaco, that game was sick. Although they didn't pull it off. We'll take it. I'll be boots on ground too, Krabs. Find me, True Tyler. Find my ass. Beers on me. All right? My ass will be sitting in the Diamond Club, though. Come find me.
Crazy
all right?
flex.
It is what it is. It's not even really that much of a flex, bro. They're cheap. They fucking pay you to go to those games.
Yeah,
all right?
That's fair.
Oh, insane. All right, let's talk about the. Why not? We're both on them today. Liking Sanchez up there on the mound, Javon. Is that what it is? Is that why we're betting this team?
Yeah, I don't know if the Reds are going to score much at all today. It's talked about it a little bit. I guess it was over the weekend, so we didn't have BTL. But the one reason I was super scared of going and fading Corbin with anybody except Spencer Steer, which that didn't even work out either. The lineup against lefties is not great. And it's been, that's how you got to stay sane. The lineup against lefties, especially when you're without Matt McClain, is very questionable. And Spencer Steer is really the only guy I'm afraid of in that lineup. Obviously, we have Ellie, who can't hit against lefties, Encarnacion Strand, while he did hit the walk-off yesterday, he's pressing really hard, and he's supposed to be one of their big lefty guys. So there's going to be a lot of swing and miss and really bad ABs there. So, like, up and down, it's a really tough spot, especially when you're playing outside of Great American Ballpark. So I have my questions, especially against like a sinker baller who I think is going to be really good this season too. This just screams to me a lot of bad ABs, a lot of just weak early contact from a lot of these guys who have, struggled a little bit last season hitting lefties too. And I think it's going to be a problem for them. I think this is a game, especially I think this is one of the games that you're seeing a little bit of wind coming into, which not that the Reds are probably going to manufacture much offense, I guess, through the air. But I think they're going to be in piss this game. This is a lot of bad ABs, a lot of weak ground balls. Sanchez, definitely a guy that I'm pretty high on this season. I think it's a really good first start for him to get one in.
Okay. I agree. I also wouldn't mind fading Abbott right now. That's also kind of why I like the Phillies. He was kind of sketchy in the spring. Don't know if it matters. Probably doesn't. I do believe in Abbott down the line. I think he will be, a great top-of-the-line starter for the Reds or wherever the heck he ends up in a couple of years. I don't fucking know. I believe in him. But right now, he looks a little bit off, at least heading into the season. Would not be shocked. The Phillies just lost a series to their Braves, a very intense competitive series, a lot of chirping against their rival. They end up 1-2 after that series. They're still home here. They welcome in Cincy, who's 2-1, coming off that walk-off. Love fading them right after they just got a miracle win last night against the Nats. A lot of reasons why I like the Phillies here in this spot. A lot of reasons.
Abbott too, like even if he pitches well, the thing that always bites him in the ass is the home run ball. And it's very obvious that the Phillies can do that in a bunch of different ways, even if they have to do it, lefty-lefty with Schwarber or Bryce Harper. I think even if he has a pretty solid outing overall, you're going to see a couple of turkeys maybe through the wind.
Rumor has it Sanchez has a duplicate earned run square up on the boards.
Well, he's at 1.5, which is the even more shocking thing there. It's like the fact that he's even at a bettable price at 1.5, I think tells you everything you need to know about that. Because it was also a lot juicier. I was checking last night, as I always do. Go through and screen record all the odds pre-night or pre-sleep. But he was like minus 160, and now it's down a lot further from that to where you can get it as a square on PrizePicks, which is a little weird. So even if he gives up, 2 on a CES tank, I think the Phillies are going to score off Abbott too.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm in on that Sanchez less than 1.5 earned run square. I'm loving that. The duplicate is not scaring you off, right? You don't care, do you?
I don't like betting against those, but I really don't care. I don't think we've seen baseball ones yet, so I'll be keeping an eye and see how those do. But yeah, it could be in.
W. Kyron, send that my way, bro. We got Phil's dropping 2 pieces as well. Caitlin Clark, Will Benson, 2-piece fade. He was talking about Will Benson up against a lefty. On PrizePicks, is there any room to fade him today after that home run he hit?
Can't fade him, but I'm definitely not taking him. Not taking him against a lefty. I'll tell you that much.
Can't do it? Okay. All right. W's. Let's keep moving and grooving here. What does a duplicate mean? Duplicate means they got 2 of the same squares up. It's like a little bug or something in the system. So that's what it means. Nothing crazy. It doesn't fucking, Javon thinks it might have a theory or something that what if they all go more than when they put these ones up? But I guess we'll see how that plays out today.
Yeah, usually they do. I don't know if we haven't really seen many for baseball, but usually for like the NBA and CBB and the other sports, NFL too, those are money makers. But
yep,
we'll find out.
Agreed. And we're going to talk about the Mets here, guys. We're going to talk about them because they are up on my sharp reports. All right, so we can get Javon's thoughts as well. Definitely need those, but I've got the Mets on the ML today locked in. I think they get off the schneid here. They get their first win against the 3-0 undefeated Tigers. All right, you got an undefeated team versus a defeated team here. I'm going to go ahead and lay it with the Mets. I know Pete Alonso has been getting a lot of shit, for going to that fucking concert and dancing around and singing after he hasn't really done shit to start the season. Today could be the day. All right, Pete Alonso, show up for the people, put those fucking chirps to rest, and lead this Mets offense to a victory here. Love that they're catching steam against 3-0 undefeated Reese Olson and the Tigers, with that total moving down to 7.5 as well. I'm hoping that Manaea is going to be good. If the total was high, I wouldn't be as inclined to bet the Mets here because I feel like that would mean that Manaea might just get absolutely shit rocked. But I'm thinking maybe he starts out strong with a pretty solid start against the Tigers today, looking at that low total. I'm not worried about laying it with the Mets here. Give me.
Yeah, I agree. I think Reese Olson is a pretty tough time against a lot of these Mets hitters, and I know it was a pretty weird and rough start to the season for them in that series, but I'm not really taking too much stock into that. We'll see how it works against a guy like Reese Olson.
I don't love that.
Probably should be.
I don't love that.
Let's
That's
see.
sketch.
I haven't looked at the pitching matchups beyond today for that.
Dead Larry Bird saying it's getting rained out. Maybe that's why the odds are moving. They're baking that in or something.
I mean, it could be. I mean, tomorrow is Casey Mize versus Adrian Hauser. So the Mets have Hauser on the mound. Then what? Then they got Tariq Skubal against Jose Quintana. So, I mean, the fact that the Tigers are not favored in that series is extremely alarming, I would say.
Point. Good point. All right, very curious. Looking like the next 2 games could be rained out. It's so beat.
Yeah, it's a tough weather game.
All right, I'm still going to play the ML on the Mets today. I'm not getting scared. Javon, do you like it?
Yeah, I like it for sure.
Okay, good. You already touched on the Seattle team total over. Any other nugs about that play?
Not too much. It's like a weird matchup, a little bit of plums too in that, because Tristan McKenzie, I mean, we haven't seen him. I think he had 4 or 5 starts towards the end of last year, like coming back from the injury, and it's kind of same deal where you don't know what's going to happen on the other side with Emerson Hancock. I think I said that, of like the uncertainty. He's not going to be pitching for a full start, and then you're going to see a lot of like the Mariners bullpen. I don't really know who's going to come out in like a long relief role. So like, I think they win the game. Serious price definitely sticks out too. So like I lean them in the game, but I just went with them to put Turks off of McKenzie, especially because like Tristan McKenzie, when he's at his worst, he is bad. Like he can easily go out there and throw 6 shutout and look like the greatest pitcher of all time, but he also can go out there and walk 5 and give up a lot of hard contact. And the Mariners don't really walk, and they have like a good bit of righties that would need to scare you outside of like J.P. Crawford and Cal Raleigh. So like in theory, you would think it kind of plays into his hands a little bit, except I think the Mariners are going to continue to be a little more patient. They didn't get to show it in the Red Sox series because a lot of those pitchers are not really built like Tristan McKenzie. So I think they'll be pretty patient. I think he's going to miss a couple in the zone, and he's going to give up a couple turkeys. Like there's a couple of guys that I think can really take advantage of him and get a hold of one. A couple of those lefties, whether it's J.P. Crawford, who's super patient, can start getting on base. Cal Raleigh can run into a Turk. Jorge Polanco can run into a Turk. And obviously, like the righties, if you include like a J-Rod, I would be very scared of. So, again, another one of those where like if he's bad, he's going to be absolutely terrible. So it's like a ceiling bet on a team total.
Okay. That's fair. And after hearing you kind of talk about, the Seattle series price here, I'm all in. Give me runs, Seattle. All right, get the bats going, get them loose. Big day today coming. Today coming. All right. Chat's asking a couple things. Can we get a 2-piece to sweat out during Surge Stream for these 2 o'clock games? Yes, Hovey, we can. Once we finish up this Sharp Report, happy to take a peep over there and see if we can craft up some winners for these early games. We got my guy Kill Kenny in here. W's. What's up, Kenny? Get some Joe Boyle in your life, he's saying. Okay. Joe Boyle looks like he's getting the start today for Oakland. I don't know. Is he an opener?
No, he's a starter now.
He's a starter now?
Yeah. I have trouble trusting those guys, though, especially after the AJ Puck debacle. He's filthy, though.
Yeah. AJ Puck hurt. That one was bad.
Yeah.
Good show, Krabs at Lane Thomas home run square. Fat Girls, no need. We're going to bring that up anyways. That's probably going to be the Rowdy Tellez replacement square. We'll get to it. All right. Let's start out with the guy who deserves to go first, Victor Robles. Another incredible spring training from Robles. It's a tale as old as time. This dude plays unbelievable every spring. And now we're here, 3 games in for the Nats, and he still has not gotten off the schneid and gotten his first hit. Well, he plays against a lefty today. We know how much better Victor Robles hits against left-handed pitching. It's not even really comparable. Just watch his at-bats. He's like a completely different hitter against lefties. Much more comfortable, much more successful. Look at the stats. Look at the data. It backs it up. Victor Robles has a moose lefty he's facing today. Again, we're all on the Nats. Don't really have to explain that. And I think he gets at least 1 single. He's not going to hit a home run. He's not going to hit a double or a triple. He's going to hit a single. And that's why they got this weird demon square up. The guy hasn't even gotten a single or a hit all MLB season. And it's barely a plus money. Sure, it is a demon on Prize Picks. It does make your entry a little bit more, juicy when you lock that puppy in. Fire. It is a demon. but not by much, and for good reason, because I've already seen Victor Robles get a fucking ground ball in between first base and second base the other way against a lefty and on first base doing his little sell. It already happened. I've seen it. So treat this like a normal square because it pretty much is odds-wise. Don't be scared off by that demon. Victor Robles gets off the schneid and gets his first base knocker of the season tonight.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
Good.
Shout out Victor.
Good. Rowdy Tellez caked. I'm going to pivot to that Lane Thomas run. All right. He obviously has not scored a run, I believe, this entire season. There's only been 3 games, right? But he has not scored yet. And I like that he's up there on the board today against a lefty. He's going to be on base. I think the Nats lineup does some damage. They bring him home. Would not be surprised if this happens early, maybe even in the first inning, if he's able to get brought around from a guy like Winker, who's kind of dialed. So Lane Thomas, show up. You got your first hit of the season yesterday. All right. After going 0 for in the first 2 games, people are doubting you. People are saying Lane Thomas. Everyone, it's an easy answer. You say Lane Thomas is going to be a guy who, regresses this year. He's only good against lefties. Well, I don't give a shit today then because I'm taking his run and he's facing a lefty and he's going to get off the schneid and he's going to carry this offense today. His hit run RBI is minus 145 on the books. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Any qualms with Lane Thomas to cross home plate today, Javon?
No, not going to hear an argument from me on that.
Okay. He's up for 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs as a demon if you're looking to get cute. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see green and hit some entries today. I'm going to go with that run. All right? Javon, give me your squares, brother. What do you got? I see another Nats.
Yeah.
How do you like Riley Adams today? Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, I love taking guys that are 8-9 hole, just period. And he has not had an AB this season. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he's up for hit run RBI. Everybody knows he's definitely much better against lefties, which is odd. But I locked him in, and maybe he's not on board anymore, potentially.
He's on for a double, single RBI.
GG's. I'll have to find a pivot then. But
I'm assuming, and I'm going to check right now because I have it in front of me, but I'm assuming he's too juiced for his hit run RBI now for the over.
I mean, he's hitting 8 hole, so he might be the opposite. Maybe.
Yeah, you're right. Minus 150.
Yeah.
Under 1.5.
Well, he's getting a hit and a run.
Okay.
And an RBI.
Single? It might be a double, though. That's the issue here.
Could be a double.
Off the wall.
Or it could just be an RBI, which is up there too. But I'll find another square. But in the meantime, another guy who's also up, similar scenario, but Austin Wells is my other square. So give that a double check, Goots, and make sure that's still on board.
Ooh.
For the Yankees today. There you go. Still confirmed
there
on board.
Is. We got that one. What do you like about Wells?
Yeah, so he's a lefty going up against Ryan Nelson. That is the highest total game of the day. It's sitting at 10. Not that it shouldn't be there because it's Ryan Nelson against Luis Gil, but when I look at what Ryan Nelson, he's going to have trouble against some of those lefties, and Wells included in that because he has had a lot of trouble, I guess, so far early in the season with a lot of off speeds, what pitchers are consistently feeding him, and Ryan Nelson throws a lot of fastballs. So, I mean, that's disastrous for a lot of the Yankees hitters, but even like the bottom of the lineup, you get to Austin Wells, you're going to have a little trouble because he's going to be spamming fastball cutter. It's really 70-80% of what he pitches to lefties. So I think this is up for a reason too. And it also helps that I look at home run odds for this game. And, Luis Gil on the other side is a massive, massive fly ball pitcher, which is why I have my concerns about when he pitches in Yankee Stadium. They're not there today, but the most obvious fly ball hitter for that entire game, I would say, on the other side is Christian Walker. And guess who has the same exact odds to go yard as Christian Walker? Austin Wells does, which is very odd. And I guess even if you look someplace, he even has higher odds. But that's very weird to me, especially when you still got guys for the Yankees like Rizzo and everything below him, which is interesting. But I think it's a really good matchup, and he's not going to get a lot of off speed, which certainly helps in a high total game too.
Fuzzy, I'm pretty sure they update every Wednesday, like Chaco's saying. We'll know that for sure in a couple days for the season longs. Okay? Pretty sure it's once a week every Wednesday.
Yeah, they try to do it at least once a week. Miss a week sometimes. I think they did last year, but yeah, it's on a general schedule.
Okay. So do you like Walker as well, by the way? Capture's wondering.
I mean, kind of. That Luis Gil's tough because, like, he is a fly ball pitcher. It's just he also has really nasty stuff. So, like, he definitely like Christian Walker. If you get him with a good slider low and away, he's going to bite every time, and he's not going to be able to do anything with it. If he's locating that, Christian Walker is probably 0 for 4 with 4 Ks, and if he doesn't, then that ball's 450.
Okay. I know Walker hit a nuke already this weekend.
Yeah.
I saw it. He crushed one.
He did.
So maybe we stay off him this time, but I'm down for that angle. That I'm all in on that wild square for the Yankees today. I hate to say it, but maybe somebody besides Juan Soto will do something for that offense today. We know it's not going to be Judge.
Yeah.
It might be Judge today. I think he's plus 175 to go yard.
Yeah. Yeah, could be.
Yep. All right, Glaber and Judge, bases red as ma. Yeah, they're due. They're due. All right. Awesome. Chad, take a little screenshot of this puppy, and you can leave off some of the prize pick squares because they're off the board. We will regroup and give you guys a full sharp report to post after BTL. No stress. But if you want to plug in that Lane Thomas run already and get that puppy in there with Robles or with Austin Wells, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Okay. Awesome. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving, chats. Let me know what you guys are sweating for MLB today if you guys already have bets locked in. I want to know what your favorite play is. If you have bets locked, maybe you're waiting till after BTL. Maybe you're waiting for the squad rocks, right? That's probably what I'd be doing. But if you guys have any early wagers, I want to know. Let me know what you guys are sweating. Okay? Cubs over, Dead Larry Bird likes. Rockies Cubs under immediately after he says that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gosh, man. Well, we're going to move and we're going to try to craft up a little two-piece for these next couple games, but I feel like I have to look at that total for Colorado and Chicago. I'm assuming there's some weather, some wind going on here. That total's down to 7.
I'm betting it over with wind coming in Wrigley. I'll tell you that.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking play I want to take. I want zero involvement with an over with the wind coming in 15 miles an hour in Wrigley. So go ahead and lock that over in, guys. It's free because I'm not betting. All right. W's nerfy for that game is minus 160. What the? That's insane.
Yeah, it's a 7 total.
Yeah.
In Wrigley.
It was at minus 230. What?
Starting with the Braves.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 500, no home run in the Cubs game. I mean, you never know, redhead. Somebody could get a hold of one anyway. So there's a couple bats in that lineup that could hit it through the wind.
Yeah,
all right?
there's always a stray.
W's, Kyron Dubs. I'll check after BTL, my man. All right. Javon, let's look at these two games that start up during surge. We've got the Braves. We've got the White Sox. We've got the Rockies and the Cubbies. All right. Speaking of the Devils, we got the Cubbies game starting up relatively soon. So no wonder why they're talking about it in chat. Any squares we're liking in these two games? I guess we can start with Atlanta and Chicago. Any Geysermans in that game?
Yeah, I don't really know what to do here with any squares in that game. So I guess everybody is nuking the run line and nuking the over in this game. So the Braves might be free. I definitely don't want to doubt that against Chris Flexen because he is absolutely god-awful. But Charlie Morton might give up a couple too. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked at all. Because the White Sox, sneakily, like some of those guys are very different than last year. Like a lot of those guys I had last year just could not put together a good AB, and they have a couple of those guys now. So it could be a little different, especially when you have a pitcher like Charlie Morton who's really good off speed that some of them are probably going to sit on and shoot the other way. So I wouldn't mind. Maybe there's a weird White Sox square up we could take.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I'm trying to see. We got a Dominic Fletcher square up, total bases.
Kind of like Dom Fletcher.
Interesting. And he's in a Diamondbacks uni, which is even more good vibes.
Yeah, it could be.
They've got that one up as a normal square. I wouldn't mind that one. I mean, they've got Martin Maldonado up for a single. That's a demon, though. That's hysterical. Yohan Moncada is up for TBs, but he's been crushing the ball recently, so probably want to stay away from that. I'd probably say the weirdest one that's looking at me funny that I want to take is that Dom Fletcher more than half a TB.
That could be a little weird. I could be in for that.
I'm trying to find some odds as well for that puppy. Looks like that's one of the more popular squares today on Prize Picks, probably because it's an early game, early start. People are locking in plays for that game, right? A lot more than the later ones.
It's also red.
It's also redded out. People are probably taking the less than, right? I'm looking up his odds on the books. It looks like our friend to get a half a TB and cash that puppy, he's up on the board for -110 to the over, -120 to the under.
You know which one I did see up last night briefly, and it's off the board now because it's -150, but they had Nicky Lopez half a base up. If I'm thinking about guys who are going to be just a pest at the plate and not strike out and kind of sit on that curveball and shoot it the other way, even if it's super soft contact, that's kind of the guy I think of. So, like, they have him up for a single. And, like, I mean, it's Nicky Lopez. Not that he doesn't have the capability for an extra base hit, but I would take my chances with that being pretty even to a 0.5 TB square.
You're telling me, like chat's saying, Braves legend Nicky Lopez, who hasn't gotten a hit this season yet, giving me Robles vibes a little bit here with this, demon single square that's not, super plus chick, but definitely a demon. Definitely some more value there. W's, love to see that.
Yeah.
Nicky Lopez getting off the schneid today, and you're telling me he's -150 to go over his TBs on the books now?
Yeah, half TB.
Dude, this is a Robles clone.
This is, definitely a Robles square.
I'm in. Chat saying against his former team. Was he a White Sox?
No, he was a Brave last year.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing against his Braves. He's on the White Sox right now. I'm a fucking bozo.
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah, he's playing against his former squads. Revenge
narrative could be there.
Dude, I'm in. Let's take that.
I'm in.
Let's take that. Let's look and see if there's anything in this second game. I know the weather's weird. Maybe we could fade somebody with the wind coming in. All right. Let's take a peep at the Rockies, see if there's anybody up, and then we'll look at the Cubbies and see if we can get you guys this two-piece gulp for the early games. Looks like they have Brenton Doyle up for TBs after he's gotten a hit. Looks like in the last 3 games at least. I think he also had a home run mixed in there too.
He did hit a nuke.
What do you think about fading Brenton Doyle?
I mean, that dude is moose. He's just a bad hitter. I mean, you're probably not going to hear an argument from me.
Yeah, so that's a square that I'm looking at that's interesting. I really don't want to fade Montero. He can actually swing it a little bit. Nolan Jones is up for TBs. Half a TB.
I mean, that's probably cake. I wouldn't be against anything of that fade.
Ryan McMahon is up for half a TB. There's a lot of squares up
Nolan
for the
Jones
Rockies
up
that I
for
want to fade.
2 strikeouts too.
No one is, huh?
Yeah.
Did have 2 last game.
Yeah, I mean, he really has zero business playing against lefties.
So after talking through a couple of these weird names on the boards, like guys like Brenton Doyle TBs, guys like Montero TBs, some bigger names like Nolan or McMahon who have TBs up, or even a strikeouts for your guy Nolan Jones. Any of those sticking in your brain?
Did you say that McMahon strikeouts too?
Oh, I said they have a McMahon TBs.
Oh.
Half a TB. That feels like a weird square too. Rito, that does look disrespectful. I'm with you.
I mean, McMahon and Nolan Jones are probably they're like the same hitter to me. To me, I have no issue fading either of those guys. Lefty. I'll say that.
Okay. So right now you're feeling you'd probably rather fade one of those 2 gents than getting weird and taking a less than half Brent Doyle. Maybe fade one of these bigger name guys.
I mean, Grabs, do whatever's speaking to you in this game, because I would be down to fade really any of them. There is a really weird hit run RBI square up there too, though, for the Cubs. I feel obligated to point that out. To go to the hit run RBI category, Goots, and see if the Cubs are still up. Because they had a couple ones, but I did see Michael Bush hanging up there.
Did you? You saw Bush?
Michael Bush, which is crazy.
I'm not seeing Bush.
Yeah, he's up here. He's in a Dodgers hat.
Here he is. Michael Bush. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an insane square. I don't even know if I have like the stomach to take that square, but the fact that he's up for that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, what, dudes? The guy got a hit on opening day, and that's it. He hasn't got a hit since.
Yeah, I mean, when he was playing with the Dodgers, he was a 0.5 total base guy. which is weird. Seeing him up is definitely odd. I'll say that.
All right, so we could maybe potentially back him on the Cubbies. Any other Cubbies worth our time? They've had so many squares up for these gents. Holy
They got
smokes.
a lot of Cub squares up. It's tricky because it's definitely not a game where I would really want to spam offensive squares.
Could take Jan Gomes less than half a strikeout. The GOAT.
Jan Gomes to not strike out.
The GOAT.
That would be nasty, perhaps.
It could.
Could be.
Nobody's stopping us.
They have a Mike Talkman walk on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Or say a walk.
Yeah, dude. A lot of squares up for the Cubbies. Holy smokes.
Yeah. I mean, I would not be opposed to taking a walk square with Dakota Hudson on the mound.
Either Talkman or Seiya.
I mean,
Those are the guys they have up for walks.
Yeah. That could be the difference.
Wind blowing in. W like lightning. Yes. Good. W analysis. Okay. Shit, dude. We got options for the second game.
Yeah.
We've got options. It's cold as fuck, too. Yeah. Are they even going to want to be swinging, Bala?
Let's see if we have any walk numbers for splits on Dakota Hudson. Because I mean, the way he pitches, just in my mind, I would just think that it's a little skewed towards lefties. So the Talkman would be my first inkling.
The Talkman walk?
Yeah, he definitely walks a few more lefties than he does righties.
Let's see how Mike Talkman, KBO legend, has done this season.
Talkman. I feel like we saw that square up last year, too, a little bit.
He's only played one game this season. It was yesterday. He had 3 walks. Hey. Think I'm good on him, then.
Could just be Seiya.
When the wind's blowing in, you don't want overs. Yeah, that is true, Alex, typically. But the more we talk, the more I kind of want to take this over now. Not going to do it, though.
Seiya hasn't walked this year yet.
Seiya hasn't walked this year?
Yeah.
That might be the front runner right now, Javon. Is that Seiya less than half a walk, or more than half a walk? Excuse me. Let's put that in there for a second, and let's go back and look at these White Sox and make sure we'd rather not take one of these guys. Okay.
Sure.
Let's do one more double check for the people. I would love to smack a 2-piece on a Monday to start the afternoon and start the week off right. You know, on Surge Stream, you guys can sweat out a little 2-piece winner. That would be ideal. Okay, so we're going to do some double checking here, cross the T's, dot the I's, make sure we're not missing out on any squares. Dom Fletcher probably going to find a way to get ahead. That's okay.
Probably going to find a way.
I think we're locked in on that Nicky Lopez action, though.
I like that Nicky Lopez square. That's hilarious.
So let's make sure there's no Rockies that we wanted to pivot from Seiya, and then let's lock this puppy in. The 2 that we talked about the most were the McMahon, less than half a TB square, the Nolan Jones, less than half a TB / maybe his 1.5 strikeouts more than. Out of those 3 squares, is it Nolan 1.5 Ks? Back-to-back days?
Probably might be against a lefty. He actually looks like he should not be in the lineup against lefties, which is not anything new, but he looks bad against lefties.
All right. Would you rather take Nolan Jones to K twice or Seiya to get a walk for the first time this season?
The Seiya to get a walk is in the plums. One of those walk squares, especially with Dakota Hudson involved. If they're going to score runs in that game, which – I mean, regardless, like it's probably going to be Dakota walking a couple guys. Like they're going to have to manufacture some runs like that.
Okay. You know what? I'm in. Nicky Lopez, more than half a single. Pull off the Robles move. All right. No, I swear to God, if that guy hits a double, I'm going to freak out. Seiya Suzuki, more than half a walk. 2-piece hold the fry, chat. 2-piece hold the fry. I'm going to drop the link to tail right here. All right. Coming in hot in the chat. Get ready. Prepare yourselves. Attack.
There we go.
There it is. Lock that puppy in. Two-piece, hold the fry during the surge stream slate this afternoon, early action. We take those coins and we move on to the Nats game. Okay? That's the game plan. Nicky Lopez Grand Slam. Yeah, I've already seen it. I've already seen it. W Fat Girls. All right? Awesome, guys. We still have about 20 minutes. Let's keep moving along. All right? I want to keep progressing here. I want to save the last 10 minutes or so for the squad ride. Make sure we're in zero rush for that today. Cannot be in a rush. Have to smack a squad ride today. No options. Has to be done. Mandatory cash.
Yep.
Just has to be done. All right. Awesome. Awesome. How about Elite Eight action? You were at the game last night. You guys were sweating it out in the suites. That was a fucking W, Javon. How was it down there in Dallas? Good vibes?
Cool. Yeah, good vibes. I mean, it's always good vibes
for that game.
Seeing Duke lose.
How is that stadium? I've never been in Mark Cuban land.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty solid stadium. I mean, can't complain. It was a cool atmosphere because there was a lot of red and they were loud. And we're seeing Duke fans and piss. I mean, nothing better.
Okay. Yeah, how bad can it be? You're watching fucking DJ Burns turn into Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was crazy to be there for. Just the legacy performance.
Unbelievable performance. Javon, the odds come out for these games. I know they don't play till this weekend. We're not going to spend too much time on this, but it has to be mentioned. I mean, the odds are out, Javon. Purdue's laying 9.5 against NC State, who looks like the dream team. And you've got UConn laying 11.5 to Alabama that looks unbeatable. These are two fatty spreads. Sure, Purdue's moved back from -10 to -9.5. I don't give a hoot. We'll see. It'll probably keep moving back and forth the entire week. Are these spreads bigger than you expected? Is the public's perception of these two dogs just a little bit too high right now with recency bias? Where is your head at with these two matchups coming up this weekend? We've got NC State getting 9.5 points at 6 p.m. on Saturday. And then we've got Bama getting 11.5 in game 2.
I think that NC State line is short. That's what I think.
Whoa.
Closed 7.5 against Duke yesterday, which, I mean, even if you go back to like what you saw from Duke, I know it's a different team since then, market perception wise, but like in the championship, or semis, they're 10.5 point dogs, same relative spread against UNC in the championship, and now there hasn't really been much more market respect for NC State. They've been getting market disrespect, and now they're only getting 9 against Purdue. I'm shocked that it's not touching double digits. So like now, I do not think that Purdue would be a 1.5 point favorite against Duke. That's seeing the lack of discrepancy there is definitely interesting, especially when it moves down immediately from 9.5 to 9. So I haven't really been huge on just continuing the NC State wagon. I don't think I've bet on them really much at all, but I don't think both favorites are covering here, first of all, but that line is screaming very short to me.
Wow. Initial thoughts. Are you thinking the Wolfpack maybe keep it within the number? They make this a competitive game here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? You think they make it competitive? We get a little Burns magic continuing, and they fight with Edie here, and they have a chance?
However they do it. They just might have to.
Okay. All right. And then looking at UConn against Bama. You think the Huskies roll?
I really know how I feel about that game because I think the line for that game is definitely a little fair, especially when you if Bama comes out and has a really bad game shooting wise, they're going to get blown out by UConn or UAB. It doesn't really matter who it is. And it's definitely going to be tougher for them to generate cleaner looks, which that's kind of their specialty, and that's the way their systems run. So I don't know. That's a pretty tough one. I would say definitely lean UConn, but I don't love it really at all.
All right. I'm with you. Personally, I think both favorites win. I was even looking to maybe do a two-piece parlay. I logged it. I saw the payouts. It was like -165. Immediately, I almost puked onto my phone looking at my sportsbook app. Closed it immediately, thinking to myself, what am I doing putting both these favorites together to advance? But I'm looking big picture here. In a season where there's been so many good teams, not a lot of great teams, we have 2 of those great teams left. In a year where everybody thought there was going to be upsets galore, there were a couple. All right. But overall, still got 2 1 seeds alive here. All right. I wouldn't be shocked to see both those 1 seeds compete in a championship here in a year where there were so many good competitive mid-majors and not that many elite squads. People were expecting way more wild shit to happen. Guys, I think the wild shit happened last year. Okay. We had FAU and San Diego State in the Final Four. We had San Diego State in the championship last year. That is insane. Take a step back. Think about that for a second. How high a seeds got that far last year. That shit doesn't grow on trees. And respectfully, it's probably not happening here. Sure, they might cover. NC State might keep that puppy close. But I was initially looking to parlay both these ML favorites. It's just a little bit too juicy. Maybe there'll be an opportunity this week to lock in a third leg in baseball, in hockey, in NBA. I don't fucking know. And make it a three-legger that you can sweat out for Saturday, where all you got to do is sweat out Purdue and UConn to win. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right, but it's hitting.
Yeah, I'm in.
But it's hitting. And it's not that hot of a take because both these teams are laying fat juice on the MS. Okay, they're both, pretty much double-digit favorites.
Yeah.
I will be looking to do that this week. All right, when there's a juicy ML on the board available to pair it with, I'm going to be looking to do it because that's what I want to sweat out this weekend, but we'll see. All right? Dubs, any women's action for tonight, Javon? Any ladies college basketball wagers? We've got two great games. All right, you got a little rematch of the championship last year in Iowa and LSU. That one is going to be an insane game. That's going to be must-watch TV. It just is. All right, Reese versus Caitlin Clark, round 2 here. That should be electric. Any thoughts, Javon? I know LSU handed Iowa that loss last year in that championship. Now we're seeing Iowa move up from -1.5 to -2. They're catching a little bit of steam on the ML. Now, I will say they're getting all the bets. And I haven't heard or seen anybody taking LSU. So any thoughts on that first game?
It just might be the revenge game. I definitely would go nowhere near fading Caitlin Clark today, Krabs.
Okay.
Crazy man for that.
Okay.
A lot of the times I can respect it, but tonight, especially after, the way last year ended, not just that they lost, but there's also, some hard feelings left there. I ain't fading her at all.
Okay.
But
all right. Maybe we leave her fade off of the sheet today.
Yeah.
Maybe we just sit this one out and we wait till the next game. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're probably right. She's built different. I'm sure she's had this game circled on her fucking calendar for the last, year. Ready to pounce. You're right. Today's not the day to fade Caitlin. Okay.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
LSU squad ride potentials, Miguelita is saying. I don't even want to.
Yeah, I'm so good, dude.
I don't even want to, bro. Big Dog Bets has a question. Out of these 4, which do I take for a parlay? Braves ML, Cubs ML, Nats first 5, Phillies ML? I'd probably take Phillies ML. Don't want to just say the Nats. I don't want the bias getting involved. I'd probably say Phillies. Javon?
Yeah, probably Phillies.
Okay. Nats close second?
Yeah, close second.
Hey, cool. Good. All right. Awesome. Lean for the Cubs game. I know there's a lot of people going to the games. They're asking us for plays. I don't want to force. We do have a 2-piece prize picks entry that we locked in for the first 2 games here starting up soon. So if you want to tail that, we've got it right here. Nicky Lopez and Seiya, all right, to get involved today. But if you want to play on the books for this Cubs game, I don't feel comfortable locking in anything, really. I don't. There's wind blowing in 15 miles an hour from center field. That's why the total is down to 7. But there's some new shit pitchers on the bump. So I'm probably just going to stick to prize picks.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good on betting anything in that game. If anything, I'd probably lay with the Cubs or maybe even take that square under with the wind blowing in. I am scared of taking overs when there's wind involved.
Yeah, definitely. And Wrigley, too. It's the one stadium where it matters a lot.
Yep. Miguelita, give me the Mets on the ML. I have that on the Sharp report. Good. All right. Krabs, like Stu Finer says, you should never be comfortable locking in a bet. Budman, you are 1,000% right. I appreciate that. Okay. Awesome. NHL or NBA plays that you wanted to go over for today, or did you want to talk about some baseball before we close it out?
We could probably talk more baseball. I don't really have anything in either of those, except I kind of want the Isles in a must-win game for both teams. But other than that, I don't have too much.
Okay. All right. Baseball. Let's talk about it. Already went over the first, crafting up a prize picks. We've got the Nats first 5 / Nats ML right after to complement it for dessert. Love that this afternoon. Then we get to Kansas City, Baltimore. Walker versus Kramer. Looks like the Royals have caught 10 cents of steam down to plus 130-ish. Depends on where you look. Okay. Total is moved down, maybe a speck, down to 8. Javon, any thoughts on the O's today? And I would love a Goots report as well against the Royals.
Yeah, give me Walker ML. It's anti-Kramer ML with the Royals, but that dude, we started to see it towards the end of last season. The regression is coming. He's really not that great of a pitcher, and the splits are pretty significant. It's like I think the Royals bats can get to him a little bit today. I'm not really 100% certain what the weather is going to be in this game because that might be a little bit of an effect for him. But I think Walker pitches kind of well. He's a guy who's seen a lot of that team and some of that lineup too. So I'd kind of like the Royals here on the road.
Okay. The weather, the winds, the rain, it should be out of here by game time there. It's supposed to stop by 3 p.m. I've been checking, but we will see. Stay posted. Those weather people don't know shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to Hell, Goots. This is Trophies Country. Goots, any opinions, any thoughts on your O's today against the Trophies? Okay. Good.
Can you hear me?
There he is.
There you go.
I don't know what's going on with Trent's mic, but I'm on
That's
my
okay.
computer.
Sure.
I set it on TMA. It was -1.5. Book it.
Oosh.
All right. Goots not wavering. Love it. Dane Dunning, that guy. Book it with Primer. I am with you. I hope he balls out today. I'll be rooting for him. Not betting it, but I'll be rooting for him.
Have fun with Dane Dunning ML.
Very curious to see how Dane Dunning does when he's back in this rotation this year. Okay. He was great in the bullpen. We'll see. Someone pull up the Royals walk-off clip from last year. People forget, Jake. That clip was electric. All right. Don't sleep on the trophies. Dane is moose. 18. That song bangs. Okay.
Classic.
Maybe it's ever used. That song bangs. All right. And that was an electric cash for the Royals. How about Bobby Witt getting activated this weekend, too? That's good for the entries, right?
Fantastic for the go well.
Bobby Witt getting active. He's him. He almost had a cycle this weekend. Sure.
Yeah. Huge.
People don't know, but he was actually one of the best pitchers last year. He pitched most innings and tied Nate with wins. I know Primer, but it was when he went to the bullpen when Dane Dunning was elite. When he was a starter, he was misshits. He got a lot of those wins out of the bullpen as well. He was nails. Trust me, I'm with you, my man. I'm a Dane Dunning guy, Primer. I'm a Dane Dunning guy. But he is a different pitcher as a starter than out of the pen. Very curious to see how he does today. There's my guy. Always back in Dane Dunning. Okay? Awesome. Bobby Witt. Sure. Good. Any other games you want to talk about here? We are on the Phillies. We like them. How about any Marlins or Angels action with these two moose shit arms?
Yeah. I don't know if I would say moose shit arms yet. This is Max Meyer against that Angels lineup, which again, like I don't know the extent, which this makes it difficult because for a start, he's going to be coming in a big pressure spot, and they also need him to eat a lot of innings. Like usually I would think that they would shorten his leash a little bit, but after this weekend, what happened against the Pirates with their bullpen, I don't know if they can kind of afford that, but the Angels lineup, if Max Meyer's stuff is on, he could have 10 Ks in this game. Like he has electric stuff. It's like this Angels lineup really didn't scare me too much, and I would definitely say I lean Marlins, but a lot of variability there with the Marlins.
Primer, I would love nothing more than to see that graphic with your head cropped onto mine there. I would love nothing more. Make it happen, brother. Make it happen.
With that said, I'm taking the Rays ML today.
Rays MLskis.
Pepio Day.
Against Dane Dunning. Okay.
Pepio Day, of course.
-130. Pepio, pretty high on him this season. You've been talking about him.
Yeah,
I didn't see him.
He's a goat. He's like 1B to my 1A of Aaron Savali of being like the breakout guy this season. And he's a little more the guy that everybody knows and everybody's talking about, but absolutely gross. And the thing you need to do against the Rangers is get them the whiff, because if you're not getting them the whiff, it's a little disastrous. And Ryan Pepio, it's literally all he does. He's a strikeout artist. He's a whiff artist. He does all of that. So I think his stuff is going to be gross today. And Dane Dunning, while he's had a couple of good starts against the Rays, a couple of bad starts against the Rays. It's a guy who a majority of that lineup has seen a lot. And a couple of the lefties specifically have seen quite a bit, where that's where he really struggles when he's a starting pitcher. So as much as I hate like Brandon Lau, because he is garbage and has some terrible at-bats, he has those little pockets, especially early in the season where he comes out. He just had a grand slam. I think it was on Friday. When he faces pitchers that are really bad against lefties in certain spots, he just shows up randomly. So like guys like that, I think are in for a pretty good day against Dane Dunning. And total being at 8.5, I think is pretty interesting too. In the Trop, usually they're pretty conservative with totals there. And I know Pepio and Dane Dunning, it's a little variability, but I think we're going to see some runs from the Rays. Muted potential scraps.
I could get behind a little Dane Dunning fade today.
Yeah.
Sure. Rays have gotten almost 10 cents of steam on that ML. Keep on moving.
Yep.
Go. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to back Pepe. Like, is there any reason to take, full game compared to first 5 here and just fade Dane Dunning first 5 and take Pepe to, outpitch him? Or are you looking to have that Rays bullpen involved?
I mean, I don't know why you would take the Rays bullpen out of it. It's the Rays.
Okay.
Their arms are far more consistent than the Rangers. I'll tell you that. Shout out, who was it last night? Jose Leclerc, legacy performance in the 9th. Gift the Cubs a win.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy, pal.
He's ass.
He's not that guy. Okay. Max is on Dane Dunning over and runs. Sure. Good. Kyle, what's up, my man? W's, you're watching on Twitter. To anybody watching on Twitter right now, come on over to the Twitch. Come on over to the YouTubes. All right. Bookit Sports. Way better viewing experience than on Twitter. Stay a while. All right. Drop a follow on Twitch. Drop a sub. It's free on the YouTubes. So you get the notice when we go live. We're live all day, every day, folks, during the week. All right. Tap the fuck in. Good. Second half plays is on Dane Dunning. Perfect game. Oh, good. We've got life. Nice. Love to see that. Kyle saying we look at Nats Park today. I will be there, Kyle. Come say what's up, bro. Let's grab a pic. I'll grab you a beer. All right. When is Crab's 24-hour stream? Update on the YouTube sub count. We are almost at 5K subbies. I told people towards the beginning. I'll say it one more time. If we get to 5K subs before Friday and we are very close, maybe I'll fire up a little 24-hour stream this weekend, huh?
Could be
Fire up a little 24-hour stream. Fuck it, 25. Who cares?
25.
Call that puppy up. We are close. Lock in. Go subscribe. We'll put the link in the chat one more time. It could not be easier. It could not be freer. It could not be more beneficial. All right. Perhaps give me some KBO action. Cannot bet the KBO early and often. Right now, the Hanwha Eagles are on a 7-game win streak at the top of the standings. That is why you don't bet the KBO in the first 2 weeks. A lot of changes. All right. Got to sit back and watch and see how the league plays out for the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then we'll hop into the KBO.
Sure.
Wait. All right. I don't have any inside info. I don't have any Eric Fetty looks to take this year with him back on the White Sox. People forget how good the Crabs 24-hour stream was. Lembong, I would love to run it back. I would love to run it back. All right. Make it happen, boys. Get your buddies in the gambling group chats. I know every single person in here has a gambling group chat with their buddies in there putting in shit bets. I know we all have it. I have it. I partake in it almost every day. All right. We all have that shit. Throw the link to the YouTube in there. Say, yo, subscribe. It's free. It takes 3 seconds. Help the boys out. Get us to 5K so we can get a 24-hour, 25-hour stream this weekend. Why not? Why not? Okay?
People need it.
People need it. Come on. All right. 25-hour stream, 2 words, heart. Yes, Hovey, good. I know he subbed. Chili's and chair building.
Chili's and chair building was the backbone of that stream.
It really was. This
Beautiful.
chair has done good things. I'm a big fan. Big fan. I don't even know how I put that shit together. I could barely read. I was so fucking tired.
That's insane.
What do we think about the JT and Clark promo? Fade Crabs? I think I've come to the consensus I'm going to keep the Caitlin Clark fades out of the entries for today and just see what she can do. Okay? Because I wouldn't mind turning on ESPN later and seeing she dropped a 40 berg, banging, 4-pointers from almost half court. Okay? Wouldn't mind that one bit. She's legendary. She might be her. They're saying she might be her. Okay. Yankees ML, Dead Larry Bird. I'm good, brother. Thank you, though. What was harder, Crabs, putting together the chair or the PC? Well, the PC came in broken, and I had to get that shit fixed. So I'd say probably the chair, since there weren't any actual issues with that, and I had to use my brain. Okay. Good. We're getting to that time, brother. We got to get a squad ride W. Javon, are you ready to find a winner for the people? Good.
Yep. Run it.
Let's run that shit. W's. Goots is up here. That's okay. Get him out. See ya. Chat, look, it's a Monday. We got to get the vibes up. We got to build a bankroll for the week. Okay, I know a lot of you guys probably got crushed over the weekends, betting Elite 8 stuff, betting some MLB or, early action. That's okay. BTL is back. We're going to find a squad ride W here. Javon, where do you want to start? Phillies ML, I feel like would be a good place. Oh, goats are so muted, though. That's the thing. Oh.
There we go.
Good. Phillies ML?
Yes.
Yes. Phillies ML chats, first play. All right, loving that. Is the Nats game too early, Javon?
I would say so.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it out. We got enough plays we like anyways. How about the Mets on the ML?
I could be down for that.
How about the Rays on the ML?
Did not know that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so like weekday.
That could be the difference.
I'm kind of in on Rays ML after talking through it.
Yeah, you know I'm in.
Okay. Good. Tampa ML. We got Philly ML, Mets ML, Tampa ML. Good. Chat, what else we liking today? We need a squad ride W. We have no fucking excuses. Are we throwing
So
that
in.
Mariners team total in there?
Yeah, I was gonna say Tristan McKenzie Moose Fest.
Mariners team total over 3.5. I'm in. Making sure we're at the same number. Good, we are. Seattle team total over 3.5. Sure. And chat, we need one more play. All right. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? O's. I wonder who selected that thing. Probably Goodsington. That ain't no problem. We could go with Miami ML with that line flip and Mayer. See if the people want to get involved in the Marlins. They probably won't, but we'll give them a chance.
I think we just roll what we have.
You want to just run a 4-piece?
Yeah.
Not force? Okay.
No forceage.
Okay. No forceage. Chat. 4 plays, 4 winners. All right. Let's lock the fuck in. Click the right button. We've got the surge stream starting up right after this. All right. So lock the fuck in, chat. 4 plays, 4 winners. We've got the Phillies on the ML, the Mets on the ML. How about the Rays on the ML? Sure. Seattle team total over 3.5. 4 plays, 4 winners. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock the fuck in. Click the right button. We need to start the week off with the squad ride W. We don't have an option. We don't have an option. All right. How about CJ2K dropping his sub bang as well? 6 months. Love to see that. We got Alan Neutron, Jimmy's Pops coming in for 19 months. Good to see you back, Alan. Hope the family's doing well. Chat's active. The subs are coming in hot. We've got votes coming in hot. This one's going to be sweaty. Who is going to win this poll, chat? The Phillies are hanging around. The Rays have an early lead. It could be like a duck race, though. Maybe you don't want to be that horse in first around that first turn. I don't know. It's going to be close. We've got the Rays taking that lead back. The Mariners team total catching some late steam. Phillies ML showing some life. Nobody wants the Mets. I'll go ahead and add an extra sneak unit to that puppy. Sure. W's. Lock the fuck in, chat. I want to see 100 votes. No excuses. If you're watching on the YouTubes, that's great. You're avoiding the ads. You're smart. But you need to get your ass over here to the Twitch page and get your vote in. Bookit Sports on Twitch. You've got 30 seconds. Lock that shit in, boys. Lock that shit in. All right? We've only got 3 college basketball games left this season. Don't really have much to talk about until we get closer to the weekends. It's baseball time, boys. It's baseball time. Lock the fuck in. This is when we shine. Find a winner for us today, will you? It's going to be close with the Rays and the Phillies. And guys, if you think you're going to get a tie here in a 2-piece parlay, you are incorrect. So I better not get a tie. I don't want to run this fucking poll back. Let's get a winner here the first time around, will we? Please? Come on. Make it happen. We got the Rays getting beat out by the Phillies. All right, I'm cool with that. I think I like the Phillies the best play today anyway, so I'm in. We got Philly ML Javon. You good to go? You ready to roll?
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. Love it. Chat, W Monday BTL. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Stick around. We got the surge stream. Let's see what Trent is on today. Rumor has it he's already deployed copious units on Prize Picks. I need to see what the fuck he's on. Lock the fuck in. Stay tapped. Stick around. Surge stream starting up now. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.